Now, the observant amongst you will probably notice something that's a little bit off about this matchmaking. This is what we call a queue dump, and it typically happens after a pair of assholes like these two sit in queue for 15 to 20 minutes, and the matchmaker's like, all right, fuck it, just throw them into a game, and that's what we end up with a queue, what we call a queue dump. So, we have a blacklisted Minotaur. That's always fun. They have a blacklisted Vermont, so that's also fun. Annapolis, Des Moines, for radars. There's a potential radar in that Edinburgh as well, but there's no radar in the destroyers, which is nice. No Gdansks, no Smolens, no Ragnars, none of that shit. No Yu Yangs. Just a double Shima gearing and Lushun. No carrier is amazing. No submarines, also amazing. So we're just going to push up right here. And we're just going to try and spot for this vampire. I mean, I can probably pick a fight with the Shimas if I have to. But the gearing and the Lushun, I would rather not. So if I can just keep them spotted for my vampire, the vampire will very confidently dumpster them. So that's going to be the plan for right now. They have a Des Moines over there, so that's at least that radar we won't have to deal with. There's a smoke right here. It looks like it's going to be leading into the cap. So what I'm going to do... Yeah, it's going into the cap there. That was an Annapolis funny button right there. We're going to take the risk of shooting at this gearing, wagering that he would die fast enough that we can go dark. And there we go. Death of that gearing means that C is basically open. We're just going to have to probably either bait or tank the Annapolis radar. Although we're probably, like, trying to tank an Annapolis radar is not exactly good for your health in a ship that doesn't have a heal. Fuck me. Never mind. Okay, we're good. Tanking an Annapolis radar is not exactly the play in a ship that doesn't have a heal and only has 21,000 health. So we're gonna try and not do that. Although we could do is wait for our torpedoes. Okay, never mind. There's a Lushun in the cap there. And what I was kind of thinking about, what I wanted to do is try and drop some torpedoes right into that gap right there and step into C for this Annapolis to hopefully be a greedy idiot who'll reverse out and try and get radar and shots on me. But in doing so, he'll end up reversing straight into those torpedoes. That was the idea. Anyway, it's not going to end up working out like that, but that is going to be okay. I'm going to pop some torpedoes in towards that smoke. I don't think I want to dedicate a third rack to it. I'm also a little bit iffy on pushing back out here to try and get torpedoes into that Edinburgh smoke. Mainly just because I don't want to end up getting accidentally face checked by an Annapolis that's walking around that way. So, okay. Annapolis hasn't been spotted in nearly 2 minutes, by the way. So he's had ample time to push out if he wanted to. That Edinburgh's just going to be going away like that. And it looks like the Annapolis is still right there. So I think we're okay. Yeah, there he is. Would not do to get radared at this particular instant. Although, hopefully, well, no one really has a shot on him. So that's unfortunate. Gonna have to drop some torps out and pray that we can not die, basically. There is an Edinburgh pushing up as well, which is not something I would like to be spotted by. There's the Lushoon shooting at me as well, because he's a little bastard. But we do manage to go dark, and we take fairly minimal damage for it as well, which is fine. And predictably, all those torpedoes missed because the Annapolis turned out. And we're not going to be able to hold C for very long. I guess our play for right now is just going to be try and keep this Iwami spotted for our vampire to try and farm him down a little bit. There's really not a whole lot else we can do aside from that. On the bright side, that Annapolis radar is down for the time being, at least. Although no one really has a shot on this Annapolis. Those torpedoes are probably not going to hit unless that guy ints into them and just kind of slows down into them, which I doubt he's going to be dumb enough to do. What I'm going to try and do right now is I'm going to head over to the 10 line right here, because this Annapolis is going to have to be angling to the Novosibirsk and the Duncan down here. Assuming that the Duncan is shooting AP anyway, which he's not going to because it's a Duncan, and he's a one-line Duncan at that. But this Annapolis is still going to want to have to angle to the Novosibirsk. So with that in mind, I'm trying to get as far over on the 10 line as I possibly can to try and get a torpedo shot on the Annapolis that's being forced to angle a certain way. Of course, there's the radar. Let me off of the fucking border, please. This Annapolis is turning his guns over this way. Though those torpedoes are looking pretty good. There we go. Alright, next up. Iwami. I think this Iwami is going to be a much more valuable target to go after than the Lushoon. The Lushoon I don't expect is going to be heading over here just for me. Honestly, he very well could, because he did end up going this way around the island. But if that Lushoon was smart, he would have been going for B right about now. But I'm not sure if he's going to be that smart. Which means I might have to be the one to deal with him. But in the meantime, I'm going to try and put some torpedoes out onto this Iwami. That first set was trying to cut him off from being able to accelerate and escape. This set is going to be in case he slows down. He's burning. And of course, this fucking Lushoon is going to just head over here. And he should be spotted by the vampire right here. So I'm just going to be able to smoke up just fine. That Wami managed to eat some torpedoes despite them being spotted by that Lashoon. So he should be dead here. So we're going to try and... No, we're not going to be able to finish off that Lashoon. But he is pretty low. Well, I don't know why that Lashoon decided it would be a good idea to shoot right there. But okay. Vampire's gonna die. And then Edinburgh is going to die. And now all we'll have to deal with will be 2 Shimas. So, right now, with the death of that Edinburgh, and our Vampire didn't even die because it looks like he just bow tanked the Edinburgh like a boss. It's just going to be these 2 Shimas. So we're just going to walk at sea and play to cap that, and that'll be that, pretty much. Let's see here. The Shima could be going for B, the other one anyway. I'm honestly not sure what had that other Shima spotted. We have nothing with radar over there. That's a smoke Minotaur. I have no idea what had that guy spotted. Like, literally the only thing that it could be is if that Shima fucking shot for some reason. Our Vampire and our Grozvoy are both low, and they could very, very well lose to a full health Shima in a gunfight, and that Wami just despawned right in front of us, by the way. I think right now our play is just going to be go grab C and then just walk at B, and that's pretty much it. Because these 2 Shimas, well, one of them's about to get got, because it face checked a Grozvoy. Although he did end up trading, so it's a little bit more damage for him. Maybe he'll save his star with that. Who knows? And now it's on that 120-kilometer Shima player to solo warrior against a Yamato, a Novosibirsk, a Minotaur, a Shima, and a Vampire. Albeit, the Novosibirsk will die to 1 torpedo, probably. The Vampire will die to 1 salvo, probably. So, it's honestly not the worst position for him to be in. I mean, being up against the Novosibirsk is not exactly ideal, because obviously because of the radar. But the Novo is relatively low. He should die to 1 torpedo as long as it hits like the midships. That will be a kill right there because Shima torpedoes hit very, very hard. The main issue is just, first of all, he's obviously very, very far behind on points because his team just didn't play the game. And they're also on a triple cap now, so... And he's probably... I don't think he's going to die to this. But it's definitely going to be... he's just going to be really annoying because he's just going to kite away the rest of this. I mean, I guess maybe the Novosibirsk will int into some torpedo. This Shima's shooting back at the Novosibirsk. What a fucking Chad. Holy shit. Well, never mind. Jesus. I didn't like... The Nova was on 17k and I looked back and he was on like 13k and I was like, wait, what? He didn't take a torpedo. There were no torpedoes spotted. And then I just saw HE shells going across there and I was like, god damn, this fucking Shima's trying to gunfight a Novosibirsk. That is very brave. And he honestly didn't even do too bad of it either. He still placed second on his team. If that Shima didn't save his star by trading for the Grozvoy, he might have placed top. So that I think is going to do it for this game, or for this video rather. It's a short little game, a bit of a Q dump, but I think it has some good little pointers in there about the positioning of torpedo boats. So that is going to do it for today. So I will see you tomorrow. And also here's the detailed results if anyone wants that. So yeah, I'll see you.